Hello everyone, this is David. Today I want to take you in and give you a behind the scenes look on our grass-fed to finish beef program. Something you should know about our beef cows, they are 100% grass-fed to finish. No grain byproducts, none of the nasties. What you're watching right now is us moving our herd of cows from an old grass sward to a new grass sward. We rotate our cows on pasture every single day. The reason we do this is so the cows can eat the best 1/3 of the grass plant, so that they truly they get the most nutrients, um, a really diverse diet, and the other 2/3 of the plant we want to leave behind as a mulching residue on the land, and also trample to the ground with their hooves. And what this does is it keeps our fields covered, which increases soil health, and what they trample onto the ground ends up getting incorporated into the soil itself. And as we do this, migrating across our fields month after month, day after day, we are increasing the health and vitality of the soil. Now, what you're going to see next is a group of our finishing animals. So these that you're seeing now is a select group of our beeves that we set aside to finish for beef this year. There's their old field where they came off of this spring. And here's their new field with nice, succulent, tender grass species. On our farm, a huge emphasis of what we do is soil health. If we just let our animals on the whole farm and let them pick and bite wherever they wanted instead of moving them, it would be chaos. It would actually destroy soil health and plant health, because what they would do is they would just keep grazing the plants until they die. In our system, what we do is we move the cow through, they prune an area, and then they leave it so that it can rest and recover, which is super good for the soil health. It's also great for the animals because it means that they're always getting the very best of the grass. Another key aspect of how we raise our grass-fed to finished beef is that they're truly finished animals. Because we only take the very tops of the grass plants, that's where the energy of the grass is. And because they're eating that, they're able to truly fatten. And when they fatten, they're pulling all those extra minerals and all those other healthy compounds like CLA and omega-3, vitamin E. All of those things are concentrating that in the beef tallow, that is their fat. And since we're truly fattening them on pasture, that's just like a reservoir of goodness for you. Now, before we go today, I want to take a minute and go over a few ways that you can avoid getting scammed at the grocery store. So, the easiest way to avoid that is simply to know your farmer. To build a relationship with a farmer that you can trust, that you can see how they're farming, that you can ask the questions. That being said, I understand that that's not always possible. Sometimes you're in the grocery store and you're just really looking for something genuine, right? So one thing to avoid is anything labeled like free range, okay? If it doesn't say grass-fed, it is definitely not grass-fed. However, unfortunately, according to our country's laws at the moment, imported beef, beef-fed soy hulls, or other grain byproducts can all legally be labeled product of the USA, grass-fed beef. So it's really, really difficult to find a grass-fed beef product that you can be confident was genuinely grass-fed, simply because people aren't honest in their marketing and how they portray their products. Another thing to really watch out for that you don't get scammed on is organic beef. So, organic meat products do not mean pasture raised at all. All it means is that they were fed organic grain in a feedlot. That's it. The only difference is the grain they're fed. They're still in a terrible feedlot environment with mud and filth and no grass. So make sure that you don't get into that trap of paying extra for the organic and then finding out, oh, this was actually just raised in a feedlot. So if you do find yourself in a grocery store and you're looking for something good, and that's the position you have to be in, look for something that maybe says grass-fed to finish, and then if there's a brand that you can go on their website and look, and they actually really show the production practices, don't have a lot of asterisks everywhere. That being said, it is entirely possible today to walk into a nice grocery store or Whole Foods or name your place and see a label that says grass-fed to finish and purchase it and find out that that beef animal never ate any grass, that they were grass-fed to finish and kept in a feedlot their whole lives and just fed hay or grain byproducts. So I know it can be frustrating. The biggest solution is to find a farmer that you can trust. If you're nearby us in our neck of the woods, we hope that you might consider getting your pasture-raised products from us, and if not, that you would seek out another local farmer that you can trust, that you can build that relationship with, so that you can get the nutrient-rich pasture-raised food that'll really make a difference for your family's health, for the health and vitality of the land, and ultimately to cast a vote for the type of environment that your children's children will someday inherit. So with that, I hope you'll take the time to join me tomorrow as we begin our third day of the farm tour and get to meet our pasture-raised laying hens. Thank you.